I should be like you, Melvin.
We're back! We're back! Hello, everyone. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know, you know. What was it?
Good evening, everybody. Welcome along to Craig's wank video.
He's already descended into chaos after literally 3 minutes. And 2 minutes of that was the intro.
If you wonder why the intro's so long, it's because he sits there at the barmaid.
Oh, Chloe, yeah. But
welcome along to two fans down the pub, and we're in a different place.
We are, aren't we?
Yeah.
We like to mix it up here. The cherries in all departments. UTC IAD. You know, of course, sounds so catchy. Sounds like a sexually transmitted infection, but it's not.
But why did I leave last week after being sat next to you and I was itching? Just saying.
Dear.
But Mike, hello, Mike is in. Evening, Chris, and oh yeah, Craig. I know. Can I tell you? I have to do this. It's part, you know. He wouldn't be allowed out of the nursing home if it wasn't for the fact that I came down here with him every week.
I tell you what.
You tell me.
One thing
this will be interesting, everybody.
One thing that I was told was that, you know, if I ever do get put into a nursing home, I'm going to be put opposite St Mary's. You know, and my favourite shirt will be a Southampton shirt. And honestly, it's horrible just to even think about it. But it would be a punishment.
That they got my letter then. I'm not.
He's
you remember.
You'll be going there before me.
Oh, very true, actually. Very true. But do you remember last week, everybody? I did make a comment about Craig's parking skills or lack thereof. So what's the Craig story this week? Well, I'll tell you. He rang me just before we were setting off, saying, "Oh, I'm going to be early this week. I'm on my way," and what have you. And I said, "Brilliant. I'll see you when you get there. I'm just having a shit." Now, normal people would take that of, "Oh, all right, I'll let you go then." Not Craig, no. We went from I'm just having a shit, Craig. Yeah, do you know one of my videos has been not allowed to use the music? I'm like, I'm pushing one out here, mate. I don't give a shit. Well, I did give a shit. No, but who else carries on the conversation when you literally sat on the bog? I don't know.
Well,
Is that your fantasy?
Do you know what? I have had a little bit of a hair change as well this week. As you can tell, I have done this for the Euros. And of course, as a balding gentleman, no offence, you know.
Why wear a hat?
Exactly. As a balding gentleman, I thought, who is the sexiest man who played football who's balding? And I thought, let's go for the Alan Shearer. So that is what we've gone for. We've gone for the Alan kind of in the middle. You know, it's like the penalty spot there, you know.
You didn't pay for that, though, did you?
No, luckily my brother did it for me.
Fine,
so, yeah. Don't worry.
It all looks more like Matt Shearer, the 20 stone overweight guy from Newcastle who's out of work.
He's a shit, honestly.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
But, yeah. What did you get up to this week, Chris?
Oh, you'd be surprised. I got up to a lot of things this week.
Oh,
not many I can talk about on here.
No, fair enough.
Because we weren't here last week, because last week we were talking about the Judas fucking wanker that we know as Enzo Maresca walking out on the club.
Yes.
Now, let's get the elephant in the room out the way first.
Come on,
because, you know, I'm going to feel like I've been talking about this.
We've cut through the bullshit that we was talking, and we're now to the most important chunk. So, sports, yes, sport. Yes.
We've moved on from you.
Not the daily sport, because there's a lot of shit in there.
It's still going.
The daily sport is, the daily sport is still going. Yeah.
Who knows?
I'll tell you what.
Tell me.
There was a great story about a mini Piers Morgan that got stuck in an organ on it once. To be honest, I didn't read it for anything else apart from the silly articles. You know, the silly, well, of course, there was,
all that's in that paper is silly articles and porn.
Well, there was Becky, 27 from...
Did you just, seeing as you've taken us down this, hi Luke, how you doing, mate? Seeing as you've taken us down this blind alleyway now, let me just take you a bit further, because for those of you that know, I do a radio show on a morning, 7 till 10 a.m. surreyhillsradio.co.uk to listen live, or ask your smart speaker to play Surrey Hills Community Radio. Shameless plug over. And basically, in the first hour, I go through the papers, and my go-to paper is the Daily Star. Not because it's particularly highbrow or good. In fact, it's fucking shit, which is why I love it. But the stories in there are absolutely brilliant. And the story in there about, and why you do this, I don't know. But there was a hen party and a stag party. And they both went to Amsterdam. It is going down. They all, you probably can guess where this is going, but both of them went to Amsterdam.
This is really going downhill now.
And in Amsterdam, they have a glory hole.
Oh, lovely! Yes.
Ask your mum and dad, everybody. So they have women on one side and men on the other. So basically, the hen party went in, and the bride to be went down. It was her turn, did the job, and apparently these screens between the two sides. At the end, if you want to see who you've been performing on, you press a button and it defrosts. It was a dad. I know. Can I say, the mistake I made when I did that at 7:15 in the morning when I read that story out, I hadn't read it through.
To be honest, you can read it here. You can read it on this show because, let's be honest, it's mad. But, it's coming out with those sort of stories that bloody half. So
it would put you off your scrambled eggs, wouldn't it?
Isn't that how Alex Belfield started? Wasn't it on the radio? He was on the radio years ago. See, this gentleman, we was reading. I didn't know too much about him, but we was reading a little bit more about him and what he was actually, got up to. He was a very controversial figure on the radio. he's now doing time for following people.
Jeremy Vine in particular.
Jeremy Vine,
Yes.
yeah.
He stalked him. And
Yes.
I used to follow him because he was the male Katie Hopkins. I mean, he had
You
a
followed
view.
that?
Yeah, because if I was feeling down, I'd watch that. I think, what a bell end. Not a Belfield, a bell end.
Well, to be honest, he
So-
was. That's why he's inside. Yeah.
He
Doing
was
porridge, isn't he?
totally off the screen. By the way, Spencer saying, is that the new
Bournemouth shirt? No, it's not actually. This is a Bournemouth shirt from years ago.
It still
See?
fits you.
Retro. Yeah, it still fits me. To be honest, it is the retro remake. To be honest,
I can't just
the
say-
one years ago.
Oh yeah, no.
Because
I
I'm a
have,
little bit fatter now.
Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Tell me. I am rebuying shirts I bought originally because they don't fit me anymore. But can I just say,
You haven't got an excuse though. Because
you're as fat as anything.
Right? That's what I mean. You know, because back in, you know, say for example, 1999, you haven't got any taller. Digging the hole.
Can I just say, and I thought, you know, it wouldn't be fair to go through a whole show and not mention a T-shirt here, which you can get from art-of-football.com, AOF. So if you want one,
Yes.
I've got these and other ones available. Champions again, ole ole. I thought I'd wear this for any of our Leeds friends that are watching.
Yeah, there's quite a few of them, I think, you
Mm.
know, that always do tune in. You know, that they do particularly like both of our clubs. You know, they're both particularly fond.
I have to mention this.
Oh, what happened in that game, actually? I'm trying to think. When was it? It was Monday. Yeah, Monday, wasn't it? Monday, not last Monday. Monday just before that. It was after about 24 minutes, wasn't it? Adam Armstrong put a goal past them, and they couldn't get back in it.
No. And if they'd been doing it on Monday, they wouldn't have done because it was played on Sunday.
Oh yeah, of course it was Sunday, wasn't it? Yeah. Sorry, but the Championship playoff final is always traditionally on a
bank holiday Monday.
Yeah, I don't know what. I don't know why they've messed it around. So yeah, Leeds didn't get beat on the Monday. That was the day that they were all wiping away their tears. But you know,
I didn't realise this, but I did a show the other day, and I had 3 other Leicester podcasters on.
Yeah.
Anne from Ant's Leicester Fan TV, Josh from Sportstar, and Jack from The Final Whistle. If you're a Leicester fan, go and support, go and give them a sub and follow them. Great channels. And Ant was telling me that, and I found it. There's a clip out there, 9 minutes long, and I think I Googled Leeds fan moaning about Leicester. And what he had actually done is spent however long it took him, it must have been a whole afternoon, to clip all these clips from Leicester fans' videos of us celebrating because we were winning and singing the riot song and all that. I mean, how obsessed are you, Leeds fans, with Leicester fans?
Well, they will be going to Oxford United next year, won't they?
They will.
Yes.
They will.
Yeah.
Which is very close to Reading.
It is very close to Reading, yes.
Yes. Anyway, Enzo.
Anyway, yes, moving swiftly on.
Yeah.
This topic, of course, we've kind of branched it out just to make sure that we get a full overview. So where have we gone in this conversation? We've gone to Leeds. We've gone to Reading.
And
Oxford. We've gone to Alex Belfield's house, which is a really worrying place to go.
Not a thought I wanted.
Yes, not a thought that I really do fancy.
No.
Katie Hopkins got a mention.
She did. Your sort of woman.
No, give me Margot Robbie any day.
Him is fucking Margot Robbie, I tell you.
Margot Robbie.
I tell you what, right. So Enzo, I'm gonna just claim my space back here. He's fucking honestly
Silly sods.
he has his legs wider open than his wife on a boozy night out.
No, do you know what? I just rest my legs open. You know, I'll tell you what. You have to. Well, you know what they say.
When in Rome.
When in Rome.
Yeah.
It's all going wrong.
When in your wife.
Mike has turned around and said, Leeds, the best team in the league. Is that the same team? Yeah, they are the best team in the championship
And
again,
they're
aren't
still
they?
in the
They are still in the
championship,
championship. Yes.
Hang on a minute. I'm gonna put my leg as one. Great.
It's a shame.
I'm a little bit worried. I'm gonna trip somebody up as they walk past.
It's a shame they weren't the best team in Cambridge years ago when they got beat by what team was it? Histon. What team of Histon? What league are Histon in nowadays?
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Leeds got beat by Histon years ago.
Yes, they did.
They did,
Yeah.
yeah. Big up,
That's what
guys.
they did at
Chris
Cambridge.
is James Gordon touching. It's James Corden, Anthony.
No, but I'm a bit worried that Paddy's got his.
There we go.
Paddy's got his glove on. Yeah. Anyway, Enzo.
Go on,
yeah.
Enzo.
So, look, I understand at the end of the day, it's a job for him. He's no Leicester fan,
Yes.
and he would at some point move on to another club. You know, there's no, I get that. He hasn't been with us a year yet.
No.
And that, all this sort of when he came, it's going to be a project and all this. I think I am in the minority here, but fuck off, Enzo, and I'm so glad you're finally gone. It's took you long enough. I mean, yes, you got us promoted. We could have got Leicester promoted with that squad, And you often say 17 points clear, and he nearly blew it.
Well, exactly. This is why I think it's a blessing in disguise. Because at the end of the day, you were so clear. You were going to get the record. You were going to get promotion out of cancer.
Yeah.
But you didn't. That's the problem. You didn't.
Yeah.
And the problem is that, I don't think Chelsea, well, to be honest, I feel for Enzo at Chelsea because I don't think he's going to last until.
No.
Will he last until October? That's
I
the question.
actually said the thing in his favour is that when he gets sacked, it will still be the pantomime season, and he can get a job.
Yeah, no, very, very true.
In Panto at Christmas
With Scott Parker.
Actually, I was looking at the odds of some of the.
let's
Scott
have a look.
Parker was in the list.
Again.
But
You'd love him,
but
wouldn't
he's
you?
dropped out. He's dropped out of the thing. So he's no longer in the. Well, he's more than 50-1 if he is, but he's not on the Sky Bet list.
So what we.
Well, that evens now to get the job. So can I just say, so I understand him going. I do, because it's a better job, etc., etc. What I don't get is the speed at which he did it.
Yeah.
Chelsea are a bigger club, and if we go for somebody that's in a job at the moment, we'll be doing to them what Chelsea have done to us. It was just the speed. I know Company at Burnley went.
Yes.
But he gave it another season. And I mean, it's a joke. I mean, he's given a 5-year contract with another year. It would be a 5-day contract with another day at Chelsea. It's a laugh. And I was speaking to, Ankit from the Chelsea channel.
Yes.
I went on to his and he came on to mine and he wanted to know about him. I was describing the way that Enzo played, and he said, I don't want him. Chelsea fans are not going to take. If he doesn't start winning straight away, and I'll tell you something else as well. I'll tell you this for free.
Go on.
Rather than charge you, because you never pay me. If he gets a big draw in the League Cup, okay, like a Manchester City or somebody, and they get knocked out, they're only mid-table, and in the third round of the FA Cup, they get Man City again or Liverpool and get knocked out of that. He's gone. And Ankit said if that's the position they're in January, he is gone.
Yeah, completely agree with you. On that front. And I honestly,
Anthony, you should have come in about 3 weeks ago. That's when we started, mate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You'll have to watch it all back. It's sometimes a difficult watch. But I tell you what, Mike's made a good point.
Sorry, just scratching your foot there. Three things.
My third leg. But I tell you what, Carlos Corberán. Sorry, it was Doug that said about Carlos Corberán. Now, of course, I know Carlos Corberán, and I think he would be a fantastic manager.
Doug, what did you do?
You know,
actually, he's not the favourite. Well, I think it depends, Doug, on which site you go on. As with betting.
Yeah, don't go on Pornhub for yourself. So yeah, don't go on that.
When you sent me that link, it crashed my computer. No nuns could do that, by the way.
Couldn't. I know.
I know you're into nun porn, but you've got to try and kick the habit.
Yeah, it's a bit dry. It's a bit dry. It's a bit dry. This has gone completely off the
I took it to that level, but Craig is just taking it to that level.
It's honestly.
No, I think it depends. We should
where we go really.
No, we don't. Dry nuns. I think we've hit the bottom, haven't we?
Yeah.
That's it. Good night, everybody. But no, please don't gamble, ladies and gentlemen. And if you do gamble, remember, when the fun stops.
Yes.
But I tend to use the same one all the time. Then I'm not, the odds aren't changing. The pretty reason.
Wow, yeah, true.
I use Sky Bet.
Yes, Sky Bet. Yeah.
The favourite at the moment, and I would be very happy. This is one of my three that I want, and that is Steve Cooper.
This is interesting.
Good. I hope people that are watching find it interesting.
Well, yeah. I don't know about Steve Cooper. Let me have a look at that list. See, Carlos Corberán, managed a Huddersfield Town team, to the playoff final, who were under par, as we've seen. Steve Cooper managed a Nottingham Forest team into the Premier League with a team full of blow knees.
With a little bit of a referee's help.
Yeah. Let's look past that. But the thing is I don't think Cooper has really, he's done a good job. He's definitely more popular with the Forest fans than Nuno Espirito Santo, however you say it.
But the thing is, right, look at what we are, right? We are a club that's just been promoted.
Yes.
Probably going to get a points deduction. Our aim is just to stay in the Premier League. 17th, 16th at the best. That's all I'm happy for. The next season, we have got to get to maybe 14th or 15th. After that, we can then look, if we're still in the Premier League, we can look at where we go. So we need a manager, probably on a 2-year deal, whose main objective is to keep us up. Now, you're doing a little bit.
Hold on. Hello, is that Mark McGee? Oh, hello. Hello there, Mark. Hello. Yes, Mark. Leicester City want the manager. Yes. Yeah, he's available, is he? Oh, excellent. Fantastic. And the dog's with him as well. Brilliant. Fantastic. Yeah, fantastic. Mark McGee will be sending Jimmy Quinn shortly. Cheers, Mark.
When you say the dog's with him, isn't he left the wife at home?
No, that's a dog that he'll take for a walk around the park whilst you're training.
Yes, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Look,
he probably doesn't know who Jimmy Quinn is.
I do. Yeah. I'm just trying to avoid that story that you always end up telling us. No, we need a manager that can keep us in the league. That's all we need for 2 seasons. Mm-hmm. That is forget the cup run, forget an FA Cup, a League Cup, a Caribou Cup, a Scrambled Egg Cup, whatever. Forget that. We need someone that can keep us in the league. Because if we get relegated, we're going to be absolutely blasted by the EFL because they're waiting for us. So we just need a manager who can keep a team in the league. Cooper can do that. Let me finish, please. Cooper can do that. I mean, yes, this has got Santos now, but that was basically Cooper's team.
Yeah.
And he kept them up against all the odds for the last 2 seasons. Because I tell you what, it's not going to be as easy this season. When you look at Sheffield United, when you look at Burnley, when you look at Luton, a couple of seasons ago, it took 40 points to stay up. This time it took 28 points to stay up or something like that. So it's going to be difficult. So we need somebody that will keep us up, and that's why one of my other two choices, who is 20-1, he's drifted out a bit, is David Moyes.
David Moyes would be a very, very good shout. And, do you know what? I got asked this by the show that I was on. And the thing was I personally think David Moyes is a decent manager. But should he have done better with that West Ham squad? That West Ham squad's got a lot of quality. Don't get me wrong, Lucas Paqueta is very good in the bookies. But, you know, apart from...
They lost Rice.
Yes.
So we have to replace him with chips. But no, look, he got an average... All right. You're never going to get into the top 6. I don't know what West Ham want. You know, they're never going to get in the top 6.
Yeah.
They were there for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
He won them a fucking European trophy, their first trophy in about 900 years, and they're still not happy with him. He went into West Ham on a short-term deal, kept them up.
Yeah.
They didn't keep him. He then came in again to keep them, kept them up, got the deal, got them into Europe, ended up in the Conference League final, won the bloody thing.
Yeah.
Now, everybody's been saying, well, yeah, you know, we want somebody to play Enzo ball. Fuck off with Enzo ball. I don't care if we play bloody Tony Pulis ball. As long as we stay up. Well, what matters?
You could always ask for Mark McGee back.
No, we couldn't.
But was you not a Mark McGee fan?
Do you want to sit on that glass?
I'm guessing the answer is a no.
Well, I
the
don't
answer
know.
Is no.
I don't know.
Who else have we got there?
Well, we've got Carlos Corberán. He's 9-4.
Yeah, I think you should go for him.
Graham. Well, again, right? And this is what annoys me. Bear with me, and I'll throw this one to you because when I was going through these with the other guys, they both all the other Leicester channels, they were saying, these ones that you're naming haven't got any Premier League experience, and they all wanted Carlos Corberán. I went, what fucking Premier League experience has he got? So
no, he hasn't. But he's worked under, one of the best managers, in football, which is Marcelo Bielsa. Don't laugh. He's honestly
managers in football. No,
Marcelo Bielsa. This man's never lived, has he? Really?
I mean, A, he was at Leeds. B, he was at Leeds. And let's face it, C, he was at Leeds. I mean, what do you want? Anyway, Graham Potter, he's drifted out to 9-1. Apparently, he doesn't need to work because he's still getting money off Chelsea. But the rumours are that he's waiting for the England job because, of course, Southgate may not renew his contract after 2024 Euros. But I think he's going to be very disappointed because I think it'll go to Eddie Howe, and it would piss me.
Eddie Howe would be all day long.
Yeah,
all day long. Can you imagine from -17 to winning the World Cup?
What a story! Yeah,
it would be a story.
So,
wouldn't it? Who else have you got? Frank Lampard.
No. Let's work through the list. Look, this is why I'm holding this and not you.
All right.
He shows up on all the plays. The only time you can get a decent conversation out of him when he's sat on the loo having a shit.
I tell you what. Those last three. I'm just having a look at those. Those last three. Well, no, apart from the obvious one of Poch, who isn't going to come to Leicester anyway.
Well, can we
to be honest, Jeremy Vine could do a lot better job than both of those.
Probably,
yes.
yeah. Ruud van Nistelrooy, he came from nowhere onto the best team.
Weird.
11-1.
Yeah, but the thing is it's like the Wayne Rooney situation. Commiserations, Plymouth.
Yes, indeed.
A good player doesn't always make a good manager, and Wayne Rooney is not a good manager. He's a shit one.
But he has won, Ruud van Nistelrooy. I think he's done something with the Dutch national team, and he's also won the Dutch FA Cup equivalent with PSV. So he's done reasonably well. He wants to work in England or Spain because of the languages he speaks. Again, if he came to Leicester...
And Dutch.
Well, obviously, but he's done Dutch. He's really done.
I just want to make sure you're factually correct, that we don't get told off because we're in.
I'm actually working him. He is actually a dummy. This is a false arm. My arm's up his arse and I'm working him. Or is it just the fact that he's just a dummy? I don't know. But no, look, let's move Van Nistelrooy. He could come to Leicester.
Yes.
He could work for Leicester for 2 or 3 seasons and then move on to a bigger job.
Yes.
Which we know we're a stepping stone. We know that. All we were asking for with Enzo is we knew he would go on probably to better things. We just wanted a bit of time off him. We've got David Moyes. Now, Mark Robbins. Now, you see, bear with me because I like Mark Robbins. He is at Coventry, but he has worked for them for 8 years. Has taken them from the 4th tier to the 2nd tier within a Chilwell's toenail of getting into the FA Cup final. That club, while he's been there, they've almost gone into administration, or may have gone into administration. They didn't have a ground. They had to ground share at Birmingham for a season. And he has done all that, and he's still got them to where they are. He deserves a shot at the Premier League, and I wouldn't mind him. And everyone's going to go, oh, you've gone for a Coventry manager. You've gone for a Nottingham Forest manager. I don't give a fucking shit where they've been. If they get us, if they keep us up and move us on, that's all I'm bothered for. And you know what as well? Wes Morgan was a Nottingham Forest player, one of our most loved players now. Yeah. So don't give me this, oh, you can't have it Nottingham Forest, blah, 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 blah. Wes Morgan.
Yes.
Now, this one makes me laugh here.
Go on.
Maurizio Sarri. Like he's going to fucking come to Leicester. Jesus. Like Pochettino's. The only way he'd come to Leicester was if he really wanted to fuck Chelsea up and would want to get us above Chelsea. He ain't coming. No. Lampard and Carrick. No, thrice no. And Parker, it was actually about 16-1 at one point. He has actually drifted out. He's not even in the less 50-1 and upwards. And you've had Parker.
Well,
you've had the pleasure of him. Not biblically, ladies and gentlemen. You're all right.
I'm all right.
Did something go the wrong way there?
It did, kind of. Yes. Yes, it did. But yes, Scott.
Sorry, I've moved my hand out now. You've got yourself back.
What's the best way to explain Scott Parker? So Scott Parker is. Well,
my
to
old
be
man's
honest,
a dustman. He wears a dustman's hat.
To be honest, he wasn't. Well, in the first 15 games, we got
Jamie's in
37 points. Oh, there we are. Jamie Vardy's in. There we go.
He knows.
We got 37 points in the first 15 games. He likes Wayne Rooney, don't he? Well,
no, not really.
Rebecca doesn't really like Wayne, you know. Yeah, or Colin, for that matter. But back to Scott Parker. So we got 37 points in the first 15 games. You would think, right, excellent. You know, we're really on it. And then it just fell apart. It just completely collapsed. And, yeah, to be honest...
He still got you up.
He got us up, but, you know, it was more of a whimper. It was kind of like what Enzo did at the end.
Exactly,
it's like what Enzo did at the end. And, you know, to be honest, it's... Yes, Scott Parker, I would say no. Look at what he did with Club Bruges as well, which was...
some ex-players are just not designed to manage. I think Frank could be one of them. Please, Burnley, take him, please. The rumours were that at one point, when we took Dean Smith on, that Scott Parker was in the running. But they saw what backlash there was against that on the fan sites and decided not to. But no, so I just hope they do something quite quickly, because obviously next Friday is the Euros kick-off.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, and also, Euros. On the same day, it's the transfer window opens.
Yeah.
And that is the only good thing. And Chelsea have actually thanked us for our help in making this run smoothly. They say what Chelsea said is that they wanted to not disrupt us too much and drag it on. You know, they've pretty much paid what we wanted in compensation. They haven't argued over that. So at least it's done and dusted, and we hopefully can get somebody in a week and a half to be here for when the transfer window opens, because that's the deadline I am looking at.
Yes. Yeah, that's very true.
Do you want to go through some comments? Because we're quite
Yeah,
a few behind.
just having a little look.
I don't know how
some
you
of
work.
those.
I don't know how you work this.
Oh,
Play with your button and
see,
I lose it.
Yeah, you're not up with the kids, are you? Up with the kids. Oh, there we are. Liam Cito, it said cheap viewers on. Yeah, we'll ignore that. That was on Twitch as well. So to be honest,
you can't delete that, can you?
No, that's
why I stopped twitching to Twitch.
That's
because it's full of rankers.
Well, you know, if you click on that, it's probably what you call it, some random person. You know,
let me write it down.
Oh, okay.
Maybe.
Oh, Mavis. There we are, Mavis.
I'd rather have Christine Lampard over Frank. Exactly, Ronald. How you doing, Ronald? Question Craig on the Christmas quiz. Did you find out?
He's a sod, isn't he?
Go back and actually, I'm going to do a plug for your channel here.
Yes.
Get on to
UTC,
PPPI, PPEFFE, whatever his channel is.
UTC IAD.
And check out the Euro quiz. He was on that.
Yes, I was on that. Now, anybody who can guess now in there, in the chat, you know, where I finished, yeah, apart from Doug,
yeah.
You know, I don't know. There's no real prize really. It's just, what should we say? What should we say? Yeah,
and
just,
now your missus. All right, 2 nights. You're gonna force my hand.
You're harsh. He's harsh. He's harsh.
I've never met his missus, but I'm sure she's a lovely person. Didn't she draw cock and balls on your wall?
And there we go. Anthony has got it on one last.
Yes.
So yeah. Believe it or not,
you came third. No, let's don't biggie park a little bit. You came third. How many were in it?
3.
Oh, there you go.
Believe it or not, I've got memberships now open on my channel.
Have you?
So yeah.
Are they ridiculously expensive, or have you done a deal?
I've done a deal. They're 99p. So if you want to pay 99p to watch interviews with Richard Archer, Richie Neville, Gaz Whelan from the Happy Mondays. Who else have we had on? Peter Hooton, Damon Minchella.
Does anybody know any of these?
I tell you what, though, Leicester fans, you've got to keep your eyes peeled over the next couple of weeks, because I have got somebody special who should be coming on. Anthony said, bloody how much? 99 pennies, 99 English pennies.
In fairness, it's mine. Or if you're watching on Leicester Till I Die, or you want to get over to watch Leicester Till I Die, it's $1.99. It is a little bit more expensive, but you do get discount on merch, and you do get to come on the show. If you remember, all you're going to then do is message me, and that's how Luke, our Australian presenter, how he joined us, by becoming a member, and he messaged us and was talking. He said, any chance I can come on sometime, and he's now a regular.
It's like a new version of OnlyFans.
Yes. If you're going to watch, but I should just point out a safety warning. If you are going to watch Craig's interview with the Leicester personality, you might want to get a few cans of Stella in.
Fair enough.
I'm saying them all. Can we say, seeing as we are doing unashamed plugs there, if you want to come back to my channel on Thursday night at 8:30 p.m, so it's a little bit later than normal because my guest is on child duties, but I will be talking all things Leicester City with AD Damon. Now, if you live in Leicester, well, you won't know because you don't live in Leicester. Who? He is the breakfast DJ, midweek breakfast DJ on BBC Radio Leicester. My colleague Kate goes on to his show very often. In fact, she was on his show this morning. So go and check that out on podcast catch up. But Thursday night, 8:30, me talking all things Leicester with AD Damon, the breakfast DJ midweek from BBC Radio Leicester.
There we go. Shameless plug. Shameless plug.
Right. What are these?
Paddy's
Shall we
had
move
his
back up?
haircut.
Shall we move
Okay,
back up
hang
and
on.
see what we've been with?
That-
Pearson's Chris? No.
Is that the old chat line that you use with the women? Let's go back up.
Well, I have to let them know I'm still in.
Something
Is there a monkey here? No, I just have to let them know that I am still in.
Yes.
They normally say to me, like, I'm going to sleep, pull me 90 down when you finish. Rude Van Nistelrooy could get the striker scoring. Yes, he could, Jamie. Well, you'd work with Rude, wouldn't you? And Carrick has just signed an extension with Middlesbrough.
Oh, well, that's that fuck then.
I'm happy about that.
So, of course, the Euros are kicking off very, very shortly.
Yes.
Yes,
they are. Nothing gets past you, does it?
Nothing gets past me.
No.
Nothing gets past me at all. I think England. Yeah, it takes some doing. But I honestly think England have got a chance of. Well, we should be having a chance of winning this.
Did you watch Bosnia the other night?
Bottom.
Sorry?
What did you say?
So did you watch Bosnia the other night?
Oh, I thought you said bottom. I thought
on
you
his mind.
I
can't get it out of his mind.
thought you was talking about the TV program.
No.
Bottom.
No,
Not Bosnia.
Stop being cheeky.
Bottom.
Cheeky bottom. I just thought I'd crack that one for you, ladies and gentlemen. I'd forgotten it was on. My neighbour knocked
bottom.
Yes. My neighbour knocked on the door to drop me some food off. Very, very nice. Off a granddaughter dropped me a Greg
At the
special.
bottom.
And so no, I didn't want to disturb you because I thought you'd be watching the football. I'd forgotten it was on totally. It was only because I was doing some work on, setting up shows and what have you. I put it on, and I literally 5 minutes before the penalty was taken and scored, obviously by England, did I start watching it. And apparently, I didn't miss much up until that point. That was something like the 65th minute, I believe, or something like that. And we won 3-0.
Do you know what? I didn't watch any of it because I went to the gym because the muscles are growing. That's still there.
That's your biggest muscle.
That's the biggest muscle.
Do you know what the biggest muscle in your body is?
You're going to tell me, and I can probably guess. The penis.
No, stop bragging. It's not. No, it's not. No, look, it is actually, in all seriousness, it's your bottom.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, there you go. We've gone from bottom TV program to actually arse.
Yes, yeah. What were you going to say? Because you were talking Euros. Do you think we could win it? Do you?
Yeah, I do. I think we've got to win it. Really, if we don't win it, I think that Southgate, of course, he is out of contract, as you reminded me the other day. Mm-hmm. But I think there's a lot of question marks over, his future. It has to be, both, because we've got the most talented squad we've ever had. Even though we've had talented squads in the past, we have got the most talented. Don't get me wrong, he plays boring football sometimes, and but as long as it's effective and it wins games, and there's only one other team that really I'm worried about in this competition. I'm not worried about Germany. I don't think they're that good. They showed that the other night. The only team that I am worried about is France.
Moldova don't give you any jitters at all?
Moldova aren't in it.
I don't know.
No, they're not in it. No.
Andorra?
No. Andorra aren't
they are.
Although
Albania is in it.
Albania. Although saying that, I did watch about the qualification for Euro 2008, and we actually played Andorra a 0-0 draw during that time. How the fuck do you get a 0-0 draw against Andorra?
I don't think we'll win it, and I think it is time for Southgate to go. And I'm not a critic of Southgate's, He's got us to a quarter-final, he's got us to a semi-final, and he's got us to a final. We lost all three, mind, but he did get us there.
Yes.
You know. So yes, this is our best chance of winning. I mean, Phil Foden. I mean, what a player he is. You know, and if he's on song, then who knows? But I don't think we'll win it, just because we're England, and I don't think if you put Eddie, and I would want Eddie Howe to be the next England manager. I don't want. I mean, somebody said to me, "Well, what about Graham Potter?"
Oh,
hello,
thank you very much.
Thank you. You can say hello if you want.
Oh, there we are. Oh, look at that. Cheers, mate. There we go.
Lovely waitress as well.
Yes, Chloe's been quite nice to waitress, isn't she? Is that not Chloe? Who's that? Louise?
I don't know. I don't stare at the tits to see what the name band says.
Tiffany.
Why? What are we doing here?
It goes downhill all the time.
All the time. Now, what was I saying before that?
I don't know what you said.
No, what was saying?
I don't know what you're saying. We're talking about the Euros, aren't we? If England
yeah. I mean, we just been destined not to win things. Would we have won the '66 World Cup if it hadn't been held in England?
Well,
no,
very
is
true.
the answer to that one. I honestly think
we're a bit like Leeds, aren't we? They don't win things.
Whoa, straight in there, mate. Nice one.
Yeah, they don't win things. You know, they're expected to. Has Craig bought around? Yes. Yes. I did. I've gone for a Bud Light.
He didn't ask me what I wanted, but he got it right.
Yeah, see.
So,
I think
are you
brains
gonna be
down there
interested?
for football, in the middle for everything else, something else.
Are you going to be watching?
I will be watching the Euros. Funny enough, and I'll probably watch all of it.
Right.
Are you saying I'm fat?
No, I'm just saying you spread.
He's a miserable sod.
I'm only sat on the table out there. If you want to do the podcast from your own, that's fine, mate. So we're not finished about Euros yet.
Oh, www. Oh, that's a very interesting website.
I know. That's where I met your wife. She doesn't watch these, does she?
No.
Hello, Mrs. Craig. No, I'm not getting excited. I probably will when it kicks off. I certainly will. I'll be doing the England games, and I'll be doing the Scotland game because I want to laugh. Sorry, Doug. And I'm doing, obviously, on Wednesday, don't forget, tomorrow night, 7:00, Chick Shirt Show, with two fantastic podcasters, me and Doug from the Dugout Football Channel. And Monday night, we're doing the prediction show for the Euros. But I'm not going to be doing sort of, Albania versus Romania or something like that. I can't be asked with that.
Why can't you watch that?
Because it doesn't interest me.
Well, you probably won't. Well, are they even in the same group?
I don't know. I'm just saying that as an example. Don't be so fucking pedantic.
I don't know. Anthony said, "What is the pub called that we're in? We're in the Cherry Fox."
Yeah.
So it's, of course, named after cherries and foxes. There you are. It's somewhere between Leicester and Bournemouth.
That's my Iron Man little bit. Yeah.
So yeah, this is good pub, isn't it? Cherry Fox. Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah.
So, look, you mentioned this earlier, and I went on to have a look and try and find this, and I couldn't find it. I think it was maybe different from, I don't know, but anyway, I couldn't find it. But you were talking about a FIFA Club World Cup.
Yeah, I'm going to get on my soapbox now. Here we go. Right, so I'll tell you what, this is an absolute.
Done that, he's spread again.
So, the Club World Cup?
Yes, I do.
Manchester United went away in 2000 to go and compete in against teams like Necaxa of Mexico, Vasco da Gama of Corinthians was in there. I think Real Madrid were in there as well.
It was the Japanese one. There's got to be an Asian one.
Yeah, there was South Melbourne. as well. And the thing was let's put nicely, this competition was a load of shite, and they should never have gone to Brazil to play in it. But they did. They gave up on the FA Cup.
They did. They didn't even go into it that year.
No. I believe I think it was Bury that got a reprieve. Because, of course, the locality of them as well. It was a bit of a surprise. One team was pulled out and got the reprieve. The thing is, and I'll tell you what is ridiculous about this competition is...
Sorry, I'm just reading about these comments. Carry on.
It's now gone up to... They're aiming to get it to 32 teams to take it to the US. Absolutely fine. Now, the problem is there's only going to be one team who is actually going to get into this competition, and that is Manchester City at this point in time, unless we're going to go on a magical run or, no, forget about Spurs. Arsenal might, Liverpool might, Manchester United and Chelsea definitely not. Maybe Bournemouth. You never know. But effectively, the team that do it have to A, get into the Champions League, and then B, have to win the Champions League to get into this competition at this moment in time. Now, I think that makes sense because it's the best teams in each continent. There's normally a team who are the current holders, and a team that's a home nation. That's fine. The thing is they want to extend it to 32 teams, considering Manchester City might be the only team that is actually capable of getting into this competition from England. However, they want to reduce the Premier League down to 18 teams. So that might mean buy Leicester, buy Bournemouth, for the sake of Manchester City going out to Brazil to play teams that, are the equivalent of probably Scottish third division.
The last time they were in it, Chelsea had won it last time, didn't? Oh no, that's different because that's the World Cup or the.
No, it's the World Club Cup.
Yeah, the one that Chelsea won was UEFA, the Europa League playing the Champions League, isn't it?
Yeah, the Super Cup.
The Super Cup.
Yeah. That's different. That's a one-off game. But this Club World Cup is effectively, say for example, the best team in South America, best team in North America. And I understand that, but you can't have 32 teams and call it a Club World Cup because you've only got 6 continents, unless you're going to fucking invite Antarctica as well, which is ridiculous. Honestly, I think it is so stupid. It's unreal.
No, I would agree with you. I think you've been very racist towards Antarctica there. Penguin United, they're a very good team.
Yeah,
but
I'm sure they'll all be very upset.
The thing is, not only does it then affect teams at the bottom of the Premier League, but it then also would affect the Championship, League One and League Two. You can't just say now there's 24 teams, isn't there, in the Championship.
Yeah.
So that would take it up to 26. That's too many for one league.
Yeah, so
they're going to have to reduce that and dump some in League One, and then dump some from League One into League Two because they're bigger again.
And then dump them out of the league. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. FIFA need to leave our national game alone. Leave it well alone. And, I think that's all there is to it.
Yeah.
I think it's just... Yeah, just damn right wrong.
I know. I not often I agree with you, Craig, but it's a stupid idea. But then again, it's come from FIFA. What would we expect?
I couldn't give I couldn't give a shit about the Club World Cup. I give a shit about the Premier League though. Tommy Conway has been called up to the Scotland squad. Who?
I've no idea.
No. Sorry, Doug.
You've left us. You've missed it.
But I tell you who hasn't been called up to the Scotland squad. Ryan Fraser.
Who? I know Ryan Fraser. Any chance you could put your legs closer together, sir?
That's all right. Sorry. I'll try and
It was about you being in one pub, me being in another.
He's a cheeky shit. He really is.
Tom Cannon, the guy we got from Everton, striker.
Yes.
He's apparently he's been told not to go up to the Republic of Ireland squad, who called him up, because he might eventually end up playing for England. What I like about Tom Cannon, he basically turned around and said, "Fuck off." I would play for the Republic of Ireland.
I'll tell you one player that we should go after to bring into the England squad, Michael Olise. Michael Olise is actually born in Hammersmith and could play for England. But, honestly do.
But anyway, he'll get to be picked. Isn't it funny that you've got Maddison has been in all these squads since he got transferred to Tottenham? Just saying. What I wanted to mention was obviously I agree with you. I'm sorry I agree with you because it's kind of ended the argument really. But
I know.
You're totally right on
it's
that
the
one.
bands, isn't it?
Liverpool's, sorry, Doug, if you're still watching, but apparently Liverpool's Alisson is being targeted by Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
And De Bruyne has said he's open to everything amid Saudi links. I actually find this quite funny, and I'm sorry, Doug, and any Manchester City fans that are watching. I don't find it funny because it's your players. I find it funny that these big clubs like Man City and Liverpool, the so-called Big Six for Sky, are having their clubs raided by somebody with more money than the.
Yeah, but it's a league that hasn't got any quality behind it.
So
it's a league that, no, at the end of the day, if I was after a last payday, I would go out there. Do you know what I mean? I would go out to Saudi Arabia and,
But do you not think, and I know we've kind of touched on this
weather's
week,
nice.
But even if you're a young lad, right?
Yeah.
You don't know how long your career is going to be. You can sign for let's take Vestergaard as an example. Let's say Southampton regular, never a problem. Danish international.
Yeah.
Leicester came in and wanted him, offered him more money. He signed for us. Under Brendan Rodgers. He was never then picked. So then that basically almost finished his career off. So you've only got a small window of a career. So if you're being paid, and we'll come on to Mbappe's wages in a minute, but if you're being paid so much, even at a young age of 18, 19, and a career that's probably only going to last 10 years, something like that, maybe, on decent money, you're going to grab that. I don't care whether you're ambitious. You'll
go out to Saudi Arabia, take it with both hands.
Yes.
I can see that.
All right, there's another side to it, as you mentioned a couple of weeks ago with
it's a competitiveness, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a case that the Saudi league is not up to the standard that other leagues are. And it's not, you could be like Cristiano Ronaldo goes over there, quality player, goes over to Saudi Arabia, and it's not because he's digressed. Well, what's that word? But the thing is it's a case that the standard of the other players is so low. It's so low.
Who was it you said that went out from Liverpool? Henderson,
Jordan Henderson, yeah.
Now you have got that side, and that's down to your own belief in regard to the way they are regarding LGBTQ plus whatever it is, and I accept that. But if that doesn't bother you, and you are thinking about your family, if you've got a young family. And you are thinking, Kante's gone to Saudi Arabia. He's been picked in the French squad again. And Chelsea sold him. Chelsea, this multi-million-pound club with all this money coming out their arse every time they fart. But they couldn't keep Kante. He's back in the French squad. I accept it's not a better standard of football. But then remember years ago, before the current American football, when it was, this was in the 70s, you had the likes of Alan Birchall and Georgie Best. And they all went over there and made a fortune. And it wasn't a good standard, but you were still being seen as being at the top of your game, and that's what a lot of people, once you've been up there and you got that adoration, you want that to continue. Pele went to America in those days.
Exactly, yeah. New York Cosmos.
Yes, yeah. So I do, but I do get the, the personal side, and that's up to these players to decide for themselves. But and if Henderson had come out and said, "Look, guys, I know what you're saying about homosexuality and all of that, but I'm going because I need the money for my family. It will make me secure for life." It's a bit of honesty, and you go, "Fair enough," But I just, I just find it funny that, hang on, Manchester City could. And if Manchester City lose the Brunner, whoever you pronounce it, I'd just piss myself laughing. I really would.
You've explained that just like a real politician, Chris.
Have I? Well, I've made no sense whatsoever.
Well, no, you've probably made more sense than the politician.
Thank you. That's kind of you to say so.
There you go.
But talking about wages, and this is the last thing I'm
moving swiftly on from the politics.
But it leads on nicely from the money.
From the money.
Kylian Mbappe, who's just signed for...
He's quite poor, isn't he?
Real Madrid. Yes, very... Well, he will be poor. He could be down the soup kitchen because he's taken a £51 million per annum pay cut to join Real Madrid. That's not 51 million. That's a pay cut. Now he's going to Real Madrid on a free, so they're not having to pay anything. But still, to be able to afford him, he wants to take that.
Here's a question though: how much is he going to be earning?
Well, last season, and I don't know what he's going to be on at Real Madrid, but last season at PSG, he was on 63.9 million. That's for 1 year. And he also, on top of that, every year got a £25.6 million a year signing on fee. So that's not just a one-off signing on fee. They give it in that.
My heart
year.
bleeds for him. Yeah, I feel really, really sorry. He must be bloody skint.
But do you think? And I couldn't believe it when I was reading those figures. But do you think, on the flip side, he's been at PSG? Did they win the French league this season, or was it last season they didn't? I think it was the season before they didn't, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But Doug will tell us. He knows all things French. But what has he won at PSG?
No.
If you go to Real Madrid, they have just won the Champions League for the 27th time.
And this is the thing, though. It's going to enhance his career by going to Real Madrid. That's why he's going over there, is to get even better and better and better. Yeah. Because they are, love them or hate them, they have got a very, very good, system where they're bringing players through.
Yeah, well, they win lots of things, don't they?
They do. But they've got a very good system now where they're bringing players through. Whereas you've got to look at that, and Kylian Mbappe wants to only get better, and he can do that. Look at what they've done with Jude Bellingham. Now, to be honest, would Jude Bellingham be the player that he is if he just stayed at Birmingham City? I'm sorry, but no way. He'd still be a quality player. He'd still be head and shoulders above the Birmingham players. But what he's actually learned from Real Madrid is actually how to be one of the best. And actually, that is why I feel that England will win something eventually. Will it be this Euros? Flies round shit. We were talking about bottoms earlier on, weren't we?
I've got nothing with that one. I bow down to you on that one. So yes,
but going back to Jude Bellingham, the thing is that's why players are going to Real Madrid. I think he is the future. He's somebody to build a team around. And
yes, he's not that old, is he?
No, could we win this Euros? Yeah, very potentially. But at the same time, I think Jude Bellingham will be great for the future. If we don't win this, the one really that I'm earmarking, because I'd love to win a World Cup. I'd love to see us win a World Cup, is 2026. But of course, they're fucking about with that as well, as FIFA are. because they've extended the amount of teams that are going into it. So that's not even going to be
Can I just
it's
go
going
back?
up to 48, isn't it, or something?
Yes,
48 teams.
Stupid.
Who else is we're going to have teams in there that have and it's always good when
But
a
you know what?
team's in
You know
there
what
that never
pisses me off.
qualified. But
And remind me to come back to Mbappe in a minute. But what pisses me off with the World Cup is that you can be the best team in Australasia,
yes,
but not get to the World Cup. You can win the Australasia qualifying section, but you still then got to go and play off against the Far East section.
yeah, I think
And
that's stupid.
Pisses me off.
I think it's stupid.
I think that's how you extend it organically by saying, right, if this is good, and have a North American group, but then a Central American and a South, just do it that way. Don't have all these stupid bleeding playoffs and what have you. Just there is too much football, and to be totally honest, this is why I won't be watching the Euros. I've watched more games since I've been in the Championship.
Yeah.
I really don't give a shit about the non-England Scotland games in the Euros. All right, France, Germany, maybe that would be a little bit different if they meet and things like that. But just to go back to your point about Jude Bellingham, it was a very good point. Was that I used to, when I lived in Burnley, I used to go and watch Burnley.
Burnley
Flies around you now.
Yeah,
You were saying?
flies around shit. Oh no, it's landed on you. It's landed on you. Has landed on this beautiful shirt.
Well, probably was shocked, dazzled by it. But no, just to go back, I used to go and watch Burnley a lot. And whilst I was there, I was privileged enough to watch Ian Wright play for Burnley at the end of his career.
Legend.
Yeah.
I tell you what, if anybody wants to find out a story about Ian Wright, go and watch my video I did with Harry Redknapp. It's the third video in a row.
You know what? I was just thinking then.
The
You
third
hadn't
video in a row.
mentioned Harry Redknapp.
And listen to the one. It's about bringing through the young players, and it's a great story about how he could have signed Ian Wright, but basically turned around and said, "Yeah, you're all right." I can't remember the name of the guy who he actually signed.
Peter Crouch?
No, not Peter. It's not like, Pete Crouch isn't that old, but he signed a player. He signed a player, and then of course this player knew Ian Wright and said, "Oh, can I bring my mate along?" And he was like, no. If it's anything like you, because he was a bit shit. I wouldn't bother." And Ian Wright ended up being quite a good player in the end.
Yeah, didn't he?
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the interesting bit.
Watch that story, but with Harry's own words, because at the end of the day, Harry tells it a little bit better than I do.
70 minutes for him to mention Harry Redknapp. That, Matthew, tell me, that has got to be a fucking record. He's never taken. Usually, he gets Harry Redknapp in about the first 10 minutes. I just want to show this. Look, hang on a second. Look at his legs there. Look how spread they are.
What sort of show is this now?
What
do they do? No, he's just fucking mad, isn't it? Look at the bloody title of the thing,
But anyway, going back to the point I was making before I showed your legs off.
Dear.
What I'm saying now, yeah.
I'm
going to finish this. I'm going to finish this though if it kills me.
We know, your chap from Leicester. I know Harry and all that. We know more people than bloody Alex Belfield does. Let's be honest.
But I don't stalk mine like you stalk yours.
I don't stalk mine. You might stalk yours. Actually, he escaped.
Anyway,
let's just have a look in your head.
I've got numbers tattooed on there. But not only did I see Ian Wright play, there was a story on the end of this, folks. I also saw Paul Gascoigne play.
Paul Gascoigne, brilliant player.
Yeah. He played for Burnley at the end, and he was shit. And when you actually look at it, he wasn't shit at all. He was absolutely fucking brilliant. It's just that nobody in that Burnley side could keep up with him. his brain was like 2 or 3, like in chess, his brain was 2 or 3 moves in advance. And this was a bottom half championship Burnley side that Righty and Gascoigne went to. And he was thinking of, and he was passing balls through, and nobody was there because they just couldn't keep up with him. And it would have been the same with Jude Bellingham had he stayed at Birmingham. That 5 minutes ago, that was the point I wanted to make.
I'll tell you what, we got there in the end, didn't we?
We would have got there a lot quicker if you don't get bloody interrupting about Harry Redknapp. Are you bumming him or what? Harry, if you're watching, is he bumming you?
Shut up, silly sod.
I'll make sure he doesn't come back on your channel again. He's going up on LinkedIn. Oh, it is.
Oh dear. Honestly, what? Yeah.
Anything else you want to talk about? Bournemouth chances next season? What are you looking at?
Well, I'll tell you what. I think we can make an improvement on what we finished this season. I think Europe would be a little bit too soon, but I think edging towards it. But it depends who we sign. Ask me at the end of the window. And it'll probably be a different conversation. But I think Andoni Iraola will get off to a faster start, which if he got off to a faster start this year, we'd be in a lot better place. And I mean a lot better place. We would have been top half, maybe even pushing the European places. So there's no reason why we can't, but I think we need to make sure. My fear of getting into Europe is we get into Europe, we haven't got the squad, and the Premier League takes a bit of a knock, and that just won't be good.
Happened with Burnley, didn't it? They got into Europe.
It did, yeah. There's so many teams that have done it.
That would be the most fantastic story ever if Bournemouth got into Europe. And all banter and rivalry aside.
The Moldovan champions.
The
Moldovan champions at Dean Court. You've heard it here first.
You fucking going on about?
I wouldn't laugh. You get me by them.
Get beat by who?
The Moldovan. The Moldovan.
Name them
champions.
then. If they're that good, name them.
Is that where the? Oh no, it's not. Is it? Sheriff is no. That's an interesting one. Sheriff.
Something you say is going to be interesting.
Sheriff Tiraspol is from a place called Transnistria, and I was reading about this actually. This was a little bit of research. So when I got off, reading, got off reading about Alex Belfield and his crimes, I started reading about the Sheriff Tiraspol.
As you do.
And Sheriff is actually a company. And it's based in a place called Transnistria, and Transnistria is in some part of Moldova. So it's quite an interesting one. Interesting story.
Hi Ben. Look, no, I'd love to see Bournemouth in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Look, you're moving fucking.
I'm doing it on purpose, you silly sod.
God almighty. Harry, he's ready for some bumming. Get yourself down there. But look, no.
Hold on. The phone's ringing. Hang on. Hello? Oh, hello, Mark. It's Mark McGee on the phone. Yeah.
Well, hang on. My phone's ringing now.
You'll be round in just a... Yeah, you know where he lives? Yeah. He knows where you live, Chris. Yeah.
Hi, Harry. I've got Harry on the phone.
Most successful... Yeah.
Hi, yeah. I know. You're watching, are you, Harry? Harry's watching.
He says he's the most successful Leicester manager ever.
No, I don't know how you fucking put up with him, mate, to be honest with you. Banker, did you say? Oh, right, yes. Yeah, no, he is.
No, Edmund.
No, he is. I'll tell you. No, I wouldn't go on his channel again if I was you, Harry. No. I've got a message for him.
Hello, Harry.
What was that? What off? Something off, he said. Anyway, I've got to go. We're still live. See you, Harry. That was Harry Redknapp for you.
Was it? Okay, yeah. Fair enough. By the way, though, Mark McGee said he's the most, famous Leicester manager ever. He did the best for you. And yeah, by all means.
If we're talking good managers, then yours has to be Scott Parker. So do you want to go there?
Well, Jimmy Quinn would be worse.
No, Scott Parker. But no,
honestly,
I'd love the story of Bournemouth going from where they were to being into Europe is a great. I mean, I think the story of where you were into the Premier League was good. I really do. But to get you into Europe would be absolutely fantastic.
We talk about Jimmy Quinn. We talk about Jimmy Quinn in the negative tense. Let's talk about him in the positive tense. If Jimmy Quinn wasn't so shit, Eddie Howe wouldn't have come in. Never thought about that one.
There you go.
If Jimmy Quinn wasn't so shit, Eddie Howe wouldn't have come in.
Yes, that's true. That is
it is true, isn't it?
Eddie Howe, let's be honest with you, one of the most underrated managers ever. I'm really pleased he's got a big job now at Newcastle, and they should be making it into the big seven now from the big six. Amazing manager. I have a lot of time for Eddie Howe. I think what he did at Bournemouth was unreal.
It's got a blue bottom, that. I've never seen that.
Fucking using it so much then. Next time, tell Harry to use some Vaseline.
Looking bottom.
Anyway, would you say hi to Sherry, who's in on my channel? Never heard of him, Matthew. Oh, hang on.
I'll tell you what.
Hang on.
What's your favourite bottom moment?
I'm actually gonna talk to. I didn't ever watch. I didn't like it.
Matt,
Sherry,
tell us your favourite bottom moment.
Sherry, who are we? I'm going to actually engage with the
Rick Mail.
I know who it is. Yes. I'm trying to engage with the people that are watching the show.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Fair enough.
Who are you looking at the next manager? And in your opinion, what players do we need? Sherry, rewind the video. When we finish, go and watch it from the start because we did a big 10-15 minutes on the next Leicester manager. And it wouldn't be fair to everybody else to go through it all again. So, but to go and check that back, players, it's a very good point about players because I don't know who we can afford. It depends on what points deduction and our PSR, PPI, whatever it's called. But no, Sherry, for me, it's Steve Cooper. I'm not going to go through everything else because I did do it earlier. It was the first, right at the start of the show, we did that. So when we finish, go back and catch up if you want, and you'll see it. Players, it's really difficult. We need another striker. We need a central defender. And it all depends, really, on whether the next manager is going to play the same style or not. But thanks for coming in, Sherry. Appreciate it. No, Jimmy Quinn.
Somebody said Jimmy Quinn.
We have just completed the signing of goalkeeper Alex Paulson.
Yes.
Never heard of him. Who? Tell me about.
He's from Wellington Phoenix, if I'm right in thinking.
Harry Redknapp is Paddy Skin.
Yeah, honestly, he is. Honestly, Harry is such a lovely man.
Yes,
he's a lovely man. And yeah, such a nice bloke. But yeah, Paulson, I believe Wellington Phoenix, I think it is, in the A-League. Very young talent, very good talent. I think he's probably one for the future. Probably go to Hibs on loan. Goalkeeper.
Why Hibs? You're very definite then. Not just he'll go out on loan.
Well, the thing is Laurie have been relegated, and of course, Bill Foley. If you haven't realised, because you are a Premier League club now, but you wasn't for some time. We've actually got a partnership with Hibs.
I didn't know that, and it wasn't because I wasn't in the Premier League. It's because I didn't have any fucking interest in Bournemouth. No, I'm freaking honest. As you don't know that, certain things about Leicester, in fairness, because you follow your own.
All I know is you'll talk about Muzzy. Is it Muzzy? Is it Muzzy? Is it?
Can't be a bit of Muzzy.
Have
you had a bit of Muzzy lately? Your wife shaved now.
He's gone. It's a whole new level. We're going deeper.
Hey,
down.
we never went
down.
We never went deeper than your dry nuns. To be honest with you. That was as deep as we've ever been.
Actually, that's a song for Leeds. Down, deeper and
down. Anyway, you're going to talk. Shall I order us another beer?
Yeah, could do.
You're driving. Are you all right?
I'll just have a Coke. I'll just have a Coke. Yes. So, of course, we have got the general election coming up, which is
I'm
quite
sorry, I think that you could see in these trousers.
General election. Oh, he's gone to a whole new level.
I tell you what, when I was reading
and
about
you said
the
that whilst looking at a picture of Nigel Farage. Dear.
Actually, I turned up at my local church the other day because I read about this general election. I turned up, I knocked on the door, and they said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I've come to vote." And they went, "You can't vote yet." I said, "Yeah, I've seen it on the news as an election." Said, no, it's not for another 5 weeks. I said, "Oh, fucking hell." I said, "It's my premature election kicking in again." Wasn't really worth it, was it, guys? No.
I'll tell you what. What's that? Viagra?
Well, hey, don't knock Viagra, mate, if you haven't tried it.
Yeah.
Gives you more than a stiff upper lip, I'll tell you. Talking of the election,
yeah,
I actually, because I do the radio show in the morning, and I emailed the 3 leaders of the political parties. They did want to come on and talk to me and convince me. But do you know what?
Wow.
The Liberals actually replied.
Did they?
Yeah. No, not the leaders, but they are going to send.
Oh,
me
is that how
MPs.
low they've gone to?
Yes, it is.
Oh well, I tell you what. No, we'll play it next week. How low I've gone to. Because funny enough, I spoke to I didn't speak to Rishi Sunak. That would be quite difficult, but
it would be.
Yeah, Rishi the Fishy, put nicely.
Not funny.
It fucking's hilarious. Although saying that, I'm easily amused.
You are. I've seen that. That's what my wife. That's what your wife said. She always finds you stood in front of the mirror naked, laughing away. Am I in this pub? Yes.
Yeah, I think you are.
Yes. Table number? Yes, we are.
50. Yep, you're in the Cherry Fox.
Yep.
Table 50.
Table 50.
Table 50.
Continue.
Right. And then Louise comes and drops you off your points.
Drop me off anywhere. Where are we? What?
Filth.
Who's you with your dry nuns?
Filth.
You had about 2 nuns in the bath.
Louise, don't bother bringing them to him.
Look, I'm going to order you a children's drink if you don't mind. They should come with a little thing of orange juice.
Oh, will it?
You heard about the 2 nuns in the bath? One says, "Where's the soap?" The other one says, "Yes, it does, doesn't it?" And then the same 2 nuns went out on a bike. One said, "I've never come this way before." Down a cobbled street. It might have been funny if I'd said that. 2 nuns on a bike down a cobbled street. One said, "I've never come this way before." Neither have I. It's fun, isn't it?
Terrible jokes.
Pepsi Max.
Yeah.
You want a cherry?
Do I want a cherry?
Yeah, Pepsi Max cherry.
Oh yeah, we'll do a Pepsi Max cherry.
Really?
Well, you just press the Pepsi Max. Oh,
yeah.
Fuck it, just order it.
I'm going to.
Oh, hang on, the large one's only 20p more.
You want to we'll have a couple of large ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you having a Pepsi Max as well, are you?
Well, yes. I thought I don't want to make you look, sad. Ordered a vodka with mine, but.
Oh, have you?
Remove fruit. Do you want your fruit removing?
No, I'm all right with the fruit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm all right.
You don't want that banana taken out of you. Remove it. Do you want a straw? It says add straw.
Oh, yes, please. I'll have a straw. I'll have a straw.
I'll probably pay extra for that.
There you go.
Then, bless you, whoever that was. Hey, now.
There we go.
I'm going
Look at
to.
that. You've got it organised, haven't you?
Yeah, you were tapping away for ages. I just
Oh.
press one button like that, and it should
See, he's
complete your purchase.
gifted.
Look, I've got to stick my finger up to prove who I am.
Oh, there you go. You've got it all organised. Got to pay for the hub quickly, haven't you? That's the thing.
Got to pay for the what?
The hub quickly.
No, because you made me allow me to use your free yearly membership.
What, for the hub?
Yes.
Oh, I don't have that.
See, that's how quick it is. I'm not sat there going tick, 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 tapping this. You know, it's going up to 8:30, but I feel we could go on for another half an hour.
I do. I do. But I do.
Do you want us to go on for another half hour, guys?
I do need
74 watching. Have you people not got better to
74?
watch?
I know.
Well, in fact, we are, as you saw, if you saw my post earlier, by the way, obviously at 9 o'clock, Rishi the Fishy is talking to Keir the Steer, and to be careful there, allegedly, at 9 o'clock live on ITV. So we're just the undercard, aren't we? Really?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
yeah we are.
Yes.
You know, at the end of the day, you know, it's one of those, isn't it? You know, so yeah, just having.
Yeah, we are driving. That is the reason. And can I just say that I was out at lunchtime drinking? So
was you?
Yes.
Bloody hell!
I know. Oh, I can take it.
Oh.
Apparently, it hurts, but
oh dear, that's not what you wanted to hear, was it?
no. What are you doing now?
Oh, I was just having a little look because
You were looking for Rishi the Fishy, weren't you?
yes, that's just what I was looking for. Actually, I was
Not
just.
funny. It's not funny.
I'm absolutely. Who wants to see Rishi the Fishy? You know, if you want to see Rishi the Fishy, you know, please, you know, let us know because I will.
That was a naked woman that came up then.
Was it?
Yes.
Wow,
On your.
See, it is what.
Let's see, it's different ones come up now.
Oh, is it? That's Margot
Look,
Robbie.
I've only got
That's Margot
9.
Robbie, but it's fake.
Why is everybody watching on your channel?
The problem is it's fake.
I'm just saying to
You know-
everybody, leave Bournemouth's channel and go on to Leicester Till I Die's channel.
No, don't do that.
There's about 74 watching, and I've only got 9.
Yeah, don't do that.
But mine are doing all the talking, if you look.
What? You cheeky shit.
You got Matthew in, I guess, haven't you?
Yeah. I have got Matt. You know, Matt's with me. Matt's
Yes.
with me.
So what are you uploading?
just-
Margot Robbie does Christchurch.
Mm.
Well, that's Craig does Christchurch, isn't it?
Oh dear, oh dear.
I think I need to down this.
Yeah. Look at him. He is a fish. He's a fish.
I am.
A fish.
This, probably, if we disappear and it crashes, it's because he's uploading porn.
Well, fair enough. Do you know what I am doing? So I'm breaking my neck for a whiz. So do you know what? We've never done
a live whiz, have we?
No, we've
No.
never done a live whiz. So
No.
I'll tell you what, you can entertain the rest of the guests for what do you
Usually
reckon?
takes you about 20 minutes of your age.
Right. I'll tell you what, this is going to be fun.
I can move. Let me move. Get off. I'll move for you.
Oh, don't get up to no bad.
I've been in most space I've had all night. Tell you what, he's not fucking getting back in this space. This is all mine. While he's gone, everybody, everybody leave his channel. No, it's not there. Everybody leave his channel and get over to Leicester Till I Die and follow. All joking aside, though, please do subscribe to both these great channels. Up the cherries in all departments, UTC IAD and Leicester Till I Die, LTID TV. We do this. It seems to be popular. It does seem to be popular. Yes, another hour will do, says Anthony. Sherry, driving, that is the problem. You guys think of the vote of getting rid of VAR? Has it I think it should be got rid of. I don't think it will, but I think it should be get rid of. Great season in the Championship without VAR. Excuse me. Yeah, and I was one of those that wanted VAR to be introduced, but not now. I think it's a pain in the arse. Jamie, thank you so very much, mate. Thank you very, very much. Jamie, you know what? I don't know. It's not the real Jamie, but Jamie, if you want to subscribe, $1.99 a month, why don't you do that? I'm getting funny looks in the pub here because I seem to be talking to myself, looking at me and going, "What the hell's that man doing?" Why don't you subscribe to my channel and then we can get you on? Up the what in all departments. Oh, he's back. Hang on. I'm gonna. That was the most move. The most move base I've had. Look at that. Look. What ground then, didn't we?
Look at that.
Yes. I'm going to do great now. Oh my God! You weigh so much.
What you cheeky shit? Yeah. So
I'm going to do a Craig. I'm going to go. Everyone, look, just to prove that I'm going to Craig there. My impersonation of Craig.
Who wants to watch Richie the Fishing?
Oh no, guys, say no.
No, everybody wants to watch.
Nobody said yes.
Richie
Nobody
the
said yes.
Fishy.
Nobody
What are you
yes.
doing?
I'm trying to do. There we go. Look, nobody has said yes. Paddy on the lodge go.
Oh dear.
Like up the what in order. I was actually giving both our channels the plug.
Was you?
Yes.
What, UCCIAD?
Yeah, the Premier League have absolutely screwed up VAR. Yes, they have, Ronald.
Yeah. I tell you what, you didn't want to see it, but I'm going to play it anyway.
Oh.
And you can tell me.
Is this for me? This is time for me to go for the piss, is it?
You can do it if you want. Or you can hold it in. We're a bit cozy.
Sorry.
But I tell you what, something stupid went through my head when I did this.
Something stupid always goes through your head.
Right. Shall we play it?
And all I'll say is, after this, guys, vote yes if you liked it, or no if you thought it was silly. We'll see what people vote.
Right. Yes.
I could be wrong.
It's a yes or a no. It's a yes or a no.
Yeah.
Right. Ready?
Good afternoon, Nottingham Conservatives.
Oh, hello. It's Barclay Bartholomew here.
Hello.
Oh, hello. I was wondering how I could join the Conservative Party.
If you've got access to the internet, if you go to www.conservatives.com/join, and you should be able to sign up there.
Right, okay. I'm got to work this out because I'm an older gentleman. I don't really know what I'm doing. Maybe I could pop into an office and come and sign some pieces of paper.
Well, we don't take membership via paper anymore. I'm afraid it's only done online. But if I can take down your details, and
well, I think Audrey should be able to work it out, so I'll get her to go online and sort that out. But I do want to help Rishi, and hopefully, fingers crossed, he can come through the next election because, well, he looked a bit like a fishy yesterday. It was a bit wet out there, wasn't it?
Yes, it was, yes.
Yes, it absolutely chucked it down. Of course, Boris was used to that. He was a bit of a whale, but, old Rishi was very, very wet, and I do feel for him. So hopefully, hopefully Rishi can pull it together and, get you through. But yes, I will certainly get Audrey. Audrey! What is the website again? Sorry?
It's conservatives.com/join.
Is it okay? Fantastic. Okay. Well, hopefully things can only get bloater, so to speak, with the fishy term. Oh, things can only get bloater. So I think things will get bloater, and with Rishi in charge, Rishi the fishy.
Yes, I'm sure they will.
Excellent. Thank you so much, sir.
No problem. Thank you for your time.
Lovely evening. Take care.
Yes, you too.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Jamie, I've no fucking idea. This guy stood there and watched it, and he put it together, and he's pissing himself. And I'm sat here, and I haven't cracked a smile.
Yes.
Spencer.
Spencer loves it.
He's a fucking
Everybody
Leicester
loves
fan.
it.
Not everybody. Spencer loved it.
He's funny as fuck.
No, look, Jamie Vardy, he said no.
He's as funny as fuck.
It's not.
It really is. It's how it's the heads as well, like the fish heads. You know, it's not actually the
Why so?
content.
I mean, because fishy rhymes with rishy, that doesn't make it as.
It rhymes with fishy.
Yeah.
See, bloater, I could have gone, instead of better, wetter, batter.
I think you're being very unfair because you got to do the same. To be fair, if you're doing that on your channel, you've got to do Labour and Liberal Democrats as well, and the SNP, and Plaid Cymru and the Greens. That's the rules of elections.
Impartiality.
Exactly.
Not be impartial. To be honest, mate,
Thank you, Jamie. Well said. I like that, man.
sorry, mate, that wasn't funny. Oh, that's because,
Jamie, you're my kind of bloke. Well
has
done.
he never seen Phone Jack, though?
But that was reasonably funny. That wasn't.
Chris isn't impressed. But
I'm
there
not
you go.
impressed. I just didn't think it. I just.
It's fucking stupid, really, isn't it?
No, I mean, no. Seriously, all joking aside, at the end of the day, humour is very, it's
Contextual.
It is, and I'm not saying it's rubbish. All joking aside, it just isn't my sense of humour.
Sense of humour.
I don't know whose sense of humour it is. Spencer, obviously.
Spencer loved it.
Yeah. Oh God, Spencer, I'm getting you, banning you from my channel.
As funny as Two-Face. Oh, sorry,
Ronald, yeah, as well. You should do one to me. Come on, everybody, please say.
Ashley
shit. I
Bradhall
want
said
to
Carlos
win.
Corberan to be our next manager. You've heard it here. Although saying that,
That's not exactly. That isn't fairness. But it's exactly the most strange call anybody's going to make. I mean, he's second favourite. If he came on and said Lionel Messi to be our next manager, you heard it here first.
Anthony's put, sorry, I missed it. I went for
Anthony,
you didn't miss much, to
that
be
was
honest.
probably more exciting watching it.
Oh, dear, oh, dear.
Look, I know we've gone back up again. We lost
We
about
have,
30
yeah.
viewers. I was on.
Cheeky did. No, we didn't. Oh,
No, I don't know what that was. I don't know. But let's talk football. Anyway, we
Yes.
shouldn't really be talking politics, should we?
no, politics.
I tell you what, it's good on this. So you can put all your legs out like this. It's like, hey.
You move your legs.
No,
You know,
you never did.
because,
You never did. You got space on that side.
Matt said, I don't think it went down well. To be honest, it's crap, really.
Matthew. I know.
It's crap.
Agree. I mean, that was well.
Well,
No.
what would you call it? Shit.
Crap, I suppose.
Well, it's there.
What's happening?
done.
Gordon? There's obviously something else happening in the world of sport that we've not talked about yet. Let's talk Rooney going to Plymouth.
Yeah, we
That's
did
funny.
touch upon it, didn't we?
We did,
Yeah.
yes.
Shrek goes
But-
to Plymouth.
Yeah. I mean, right. For me, I can see why he's done it. Right. His reputation at the moment as a football manager. I'm not talking
Yeah.
as a player. He was what he was. Great player. Fine. I get that. As a manager, absolutely shit. Yeah, so I'm just laughing at that. Don't think it went that well again. Matthew, if there was an award for the understatement of the comment of the show, you would get it.
Well, Spencer appreciated it.
Yeah,
He
no,
appreciated it.
that's 1 out of 81. The other 80 are not fucking enjoying it.
The other 80 are just completely fucking confused.
Yes,
Thinking, what the
yeah.
hell's this?
Yeah.
But as you were
The
saying,
last thing
so,
you expected to see on a football channel.
so Shrek has gone to Plymouth.
He has.
Yes.
Now, like I say, these are drinks. No, they're not. His reputation as a manager is shot.
Yes.
I mean, he didn't do a bad job at Derby, and in fairness, he would have probably kept them up without the points decision, the points deduction. Sorry, he'd have probably kept them up. But at Birmingham it all went to shit.
Yes. So,
And he was
look up your grannies in Plymouth. Oh dear, oh
did
dear.
he was sacked by DC United.
Yeah.
Was he sacked by Plymouth? Not by Plymouth, no, not yet anyway.
I think
was
he
sacked by
walked out
Derby?
of Derby, didn't
Did
he?
he? Right.
Yeah.
But basically, like I say, it was a joke at Birmingham, wasn't it? He's taken a team that was in sixth and took them down. Now he has gone to Plymouth, and let's be honest with you, most people should go to that club. If he keeps Plymouth up, that will enhance his reputation.
Yes.
And I think that's why he's gone there, because they started off very well. They didn't have a bad season. And one of my favourites to go down, as the Plymouth fan always used to remind me. But he was, the Plymouth sort of fell away at the end, didn't they? They fell away at the end, and were lucky to stayed up on the last day. So if he keeps them up this season, in better than sort of 19th, whatever it is, 25th, whatever. If he keeps them up, he'll have done well, and he will probably enhance his reputation a little bit. But the risk, so that I think is probably why he's gone there. And let's be honest with you, it's a nice place to live and work as well.
Yeah, it's not
But
bad.
if the risk he's taking, if he goes to Plymouth, having come up as the favourites to go back down and stayed up, if he then takes them down, that is him dead as a manager, and I don't think he will manage anywhere else again.
Like I say, good managers, good players don't always make good managers. Mediocre players can sometimes make good managers. And for example, Eddie Howe is always a good player, but at the same time, he wasn't somebody who would say is an out-and-out outstanding superstar. He was never going to. If he didn't get so many injuries, he probably could have done. But you see where I'm coming from.
Yes.
You see where I'm coming from. And what Eddie Howe did was, instead of moping that he's very injury prone, he went and learnt the game. So yeah, I think personally, I really fear for Plymouth next season. And I think, they'll probably end up. I think they're going to end up in real trouble.
Unfortunately, I think they are as well. I'm holding off. I noticed some people have already doing prediction leagues for different tables.
Yeah, it's a little bit too early. It's a bit too early. It's not so much for the Euros,
No, and I tell you why it's not too soon for the Euros, because we're doing one on Monday. LTID TV, Euro prediction.
We are gonna do ours as well. We're gonna do ours. Me and Matt are gonna do.
Thank you for inviting me on.
Then,
you moaned at me not inviting you on. Have you invited me on yours?
You want to come on for our Euro show?
No,
do you?
no, it's too late now.
No,
it's
you
too late.
on. You
Too
come
late.
Yeah,
You had your chance.
come along. Do come along, because we just want to argue. Me and Matt are just going to argue with him.
Matt, he's with me. He picks on you.
Well, I don't know why you wear that hat. Embrace the baldness. You've got an Alan Shearer as well.
Oh no. I've got less hair than Alan Shearer. I've got an Ian Wright. Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. Proud. Oh, no. It keeps the hair off my head.
Yeah.
Yes. But no, what were we saying then before we discussed my
Wayne Rooney.
Wayne Rooney.
He's not
very
much of a
Oh no,
party,
we
has
were talking about who was going up, didn't we? About Lee.
Yeah.
Have you? Do you think the three teams that come up, we're favourites to go down?
Yeah.
And I understand that, because we're going to get points deduction.
I think this is wrong. If you're going to give Leicester a points deduction, you have to give Everton a points deduction. Not Everton. Man City. Everton and Forest got points deductions last season. Man City got nothing.
Yeah.
I think it's completely and utterly wrong. It's just a disgrace.
Yes.
Just a disgrace.
It is. And Chelsea as well.
Chelsea as well.
But
Man City, they need to be done for what they've.
Well, that was the point we've not talked about. I thought we'd go on something else to talk about. Talking about Man City being done. Man City are taking legal action
Why?
against the Premier League. I'll tell you why. Thank you for asking.
Why?
I will tell you.
Why?
How many times did you say why then?
Why?
I love the way your shoulders go. Why? Why? Well, it's better in your shirt than it does mine. So Man City are taking legal action against the EPL so they can have no limits on United Arab Emirates-based funding. They claim current rules designed to discriminate Gulf (GULF) owners, the owners from the Gulf area. I did wonder whether I'd written golf down and that nobody that drove a Vauxhall Golf could have anything to do with it.
Well, believe it or not, you can play golf over there. They have got some fantastic golf courses. If you want to watch my trip to the UAE, you can do on Up the Cherry Hill Apartments. I did the Cherry abroad. I went to Yas Marina and also the Burj Khalifa. And
wait a minute when you shut up, please.
But no, joking aside, what
you joking? Was that a joke? Well, yeah, look, I gave you a bit of space and you left. You've immediately spread. Come with a name, Marge.
Oh dear, oh dear. I tell you what, everybody who is watching this is just going to tune into the next show. I don't know what's going to happen in the next show. Who knows what's going to happen? Well,
we might not be allowed back.
Yeah, probably won't. Cherry Fox, even though it's named after the two clubs, might turn around and say,
yeah. We're not in our normal place, are we?
No, exactly. No, they're having renovations, aren't they?
They are. But Manchester City.
Yes.
I mean, I have a feeling that when people put that word in anything, which is discriminate,
yeah,
that immediately, it's like the go-to thing. Like whatever you, they're taking a hell of a long time with those coats, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well. Go and check and see where they are. You're on the end.
It's like basically it's like 2 cables.
I'll go and have a look.
Go and have a look.
2 points of coke, was
Yes,
it?
it was, yeah.
Right. I'll let you carry on because I've already said, how much I love the UAE, but at the end of the day, Man City do need to be reprimanded for what they've done. But yeah, let me go and speak to Chloe and Louise and see what they say.
Go and extract the coke from them.
That sounds really dodgy. That sounds really
It did,
dodgy.
didn't it?
I
Even
think that sounds like something that you're going to get a ride in the police car.
Well, as long as Mavis is in there.
Well, Mavis will already be in there.
Yeah.
Mavis is probably around.
Yes. Yeah.
She sneaks back into the Cherry Fox. Yeah,
I think she was bars, but who knows?
Well,
anyway, go see where our coats are, young man.
Her sister Beryl might be in there.
Now there's a woman.
You like a bit of her.
Got rid of him again. I knew that's all I had to do, order drinking and not let it come. I'd have got rid of it. Oh, sweat. What's he done? Ooh. A bit sweaty there. I just think that these days, if you just say discriminate about anything, I just think you sort of immediately get, I don't agree with that, you're discriminating against me. Anyway, let's have a look. Lock up your grannies in Plymouth, Ronald. Jamie, he got Derby relegated. He pretty much relegated Birmingham. Now he's going to relegate Plymouth. Yeah, in fairness, though, Derby did have the points deduction, Jamie, didn't they? Thank you, Chris. You're welcome, Matthew. They've got a fantasy football league for the Euros. I don't know who's got a fantasy. We're not doing one. Can't be asked, to be honest with you. Rooney learns from his errors at Plymouth. They have more of a fighting chance of doing okay next season. I mean, absolutely no more points deductions until the Premier League deals with Man City and Chelsea. Top to get the lawyers on the case. Well, he has, hasn't he? The problem with that is, of course, if you poke the bear, you could end up getting, could end up being worse. But he's there. He's there. What a man! What a man! Well, is that the one with the vodka in?
Yes, that's the one with the vodka in.
Did they say why they took so long?
Well, he did want me to pass on a message to you. He did.
What was that?
So
he did or she did?
No, it's a gentleman. So it must be the manager. It must be the manager. Who's
with the beard?
Yes.
Take that in a knot and drag him down.
Yeah, he turned around. He turned around and he said, "Sorry, the apps have all gone down, but it's mainly because somebody has been visiting on their Wi-Fi."
Oh, you're going to mention porn up again?
Red Hot Babes 70 plus.
Don't
I
judge.
think that's you.
Don't
Sorry.
judge everybody by your own standards, mate.
So, oh no, actually, hold on a second. I thought I saw him. Wayne Rooney was in it. He's on his way down to Plymouth, isn't he? That's
Oh,
what's happening.
yes.
He's downloading his Red Hot Wife 70
He's
plus.
stopped over. I'm in the dark again, aren't I? Mind you,
Yes.
improves the look.
It does, yeah.
In fairness.
Whereas I've got the Alan Shearer, it shines off the head.
Yeah, it
you know,
did a bit of a
good-looking man.
bounce off there.
Good looking man.
Yeah. No, I just think that is discriminate. Fuck off, Man City. And again, I can see the Premier League backing down on this because it's Man City. We don't upset Man City. They're one of our big earners. People like to watch Man City.
Nobody likes to watch Man City. Man City went down all those years ago into Division 2.
You see, look, let me just say this though. I'm going to say this in fairness that I don't mind Man City having all this money. I don't mind Man City having big owners with deep pockets that can spend the money. Fair play to them. But the rules are there, and if you break the rules, don't care who you are, you should get fined. And that's the thing. We broke the rules, we'll get fined, fine. We'll say we'll have to take it on the chin. But that's what pisses all the other clubs off, is that the big six just get away with it all the time.
Chat shit back, get banged.
You do, yes.
Yeah.
But you see what I mean, though? You know what I mean, don't you?
Yeah.
It's like, fine, you got that money, great, I mean, I still say the Premier League has become like the Scottish League. Man City have won it 7 times.
Yeah, but I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
Oh, it
It's
is.
Celtic and Rangers.
Yeah. And have we got Man City or Liverpool once in the last 7 years? Probably like it's been Man City. It's boring. Did I have any interest in watching the Premier League last season when I wasn't in it? No. Because you knew it was going to win. The relegation battle was, that would normally be more exciting, but that was pretty much done and dusted. But do you think there's 3 teams that's what we're talking about? So Leicester are favourites to go down.
Yeah.
And I understand that totally. I get that. We're going to have a points deduction. So you make a favourite. Second favourite to go down, Southampton.
Okay.
Third favourite to go down. Remember, folks, when the fun stops, stop. Third favourite to go down,
Ipswich.
Everton.
Everton.
Yes. Fourth favourite to go down,
Ipswich.
yes. And I get that. The 3 that come up, let's face it, are usually the 3 favourites to go down. I think it's been a couple of seasons since the 3 teams that came up all stayed up.
Ipswich have got the most momentum.
Yes, they have. They have, totally. And they've got the manager's just signed. It's a great manager, just signed a new deal. I'd love to see them stay up. I think Southampton will stay up, to be honest with you.
Where's Nottingham Forest in this?
I don't know. I didn't look that high, but they're in the sort of neck bunch, if you like. I don't know exactly where. I think they could be in trouble. I don't think
Yours truly are nowhere near it.
No, in fairness, you're not. I have to be honest with you, you're not. I'll give you credit for that. But you're not. You're also not very high up there to do well. You're sort of mid-table, which you take, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah.
Let's be honest with you. But Jamie Vardy, I would love to see it. Yes, I would, mate. I would. Luke says the true red. Only Premier League football I watch in the bottom half club. I don't even sure, but no, I agree with you. I mean, Everton. No, I thought Everton takeover. Everton takeover because 777. We were supposed to buy them. Have pulled out. The other people that were due to buy them. He owns Crystal Palace at the moment. So we've got to sell Crystal Palace first, haven't we? So it's a bit of a mess at Everton, isn't it?
Oh yeah. It's 7-7 group. 7-7 group.
777.
But the Premier League should be helping teams like Everton, like Reading, like Morecambe, because they're not.
Sorry, I was following on from that.
No, the Premier League and the EFL should be helping these guys.
Why should they be helping Everton? I'm not saying they shouldn't. I'm just asking the question why. Why?
For the fans' base.
It's an old song.
Oh, dear, oh dear. Basically, the fan base. The fans haven't done anything wrong. You know,
That's applicable to every club, isn't it?
yeah, it is.
But why is that saying then? That's almost giving. I don't want to see Everton go to business. I don't want to see any club go to business. You know? I don't think Berry should have gone to business. But I don't see why the Premier League should get involved in keeping clubs going. Because then you've got a case of, well, any club then can spend what they want, go bust, virtually, but the Premier League will dig them out. But they should be allowed to spend whatever they can. I mean, like Leicester City, yes, we overspent over what we are allowed to spend. But, he's a billionaire, is the guy that owns. It's a company that's profitable. It's a company that's huge over in the Far East. He's got the money to spend. So he's not going to sort of, take it. But we're just not allowed to spend that.
I think the thing that worries me, though, Chris, is because they're blocking, they're blocking teams from doing what Leicester did.
They are.
Because it's not in their interest.
Oh, so the FA would turn around and say, and have said, through a guy that used to own the committee that had on, Gavin Maguire, that they actually love the Leicester story. Have you read that? No, they are. They like the A. Damon, BBC Radio Leicester Breakfast Show.
That's Wingland.
Oh.
Happy Monday. Richie Neville.
5.
Make you get down. 2, 3.
Anyway, moving on quickly.
Right.
We could spend a lot more. Top could spend a lot more. Our own.
Yeah.
We've got the money, but he's not allowed to spend it because we've got a limit on what we can spend because of this PSR. And I get that because you do get clubs that will spend above what they, is it right that Manchester City, or any club spends more than they make or the fans bring in? You just got like a sugar daddy keeping you going then, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly.
But it doesn't mean that those clubs aren't going to go bust. Leicester aren't going to go bust. Villa aren't going to go bust. Bournemouth aren't going to go bust. But you do have to have a kind of limit on what you can spend.
Yeah, very, very true. No, very true. I think that, the problem is we've seen with Portsmouth when a chairman goes absolutely off their rocker. Leeds United, I know as much as we take a mick at them, again, the chairman that goes
but
off
that was
rocker.
a public limited company,
Yeah.
so that was a bit different, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah. Don't ask me how, but, at the end of the day, they overspent again. But, yes. There's got to be
That was
limits.
badly run, though, wasn't it, Louis?
Yeah.
They were buying players for vast amounts and trying to make money back and stuff. They lived the dream. They went to try and do well in Europe. And surely that's what football is all about, is having that dream. Wimbledon, going from the fourth, non-league
exactly,
football
right.
team. Bournemouth, going from the fourth tier -17 to the Premier League. That's winning the fucking thing, Football is about dreams.
Yeah, most definitely. And I think PSR is ruining football. You know, points deductions is ruining football. Last season was a farce because of points deductions. Next season should really be a fresh, clean slate.
I've got
You
to
know,
say, I'm saying I was happy that Nottingham Forest and Everton stayed up.
Yeah.
Because they had points deductions but still managed to stay up. So well done to them.
But I think, that Richard Masters, has made an absolute mockery of the top flight of English football.
Yes.
And I think, the sooner he is gone, the absolute better.
But do we get anybody better in, do you think?
Who knows? Who knows? Well, I think, we have been going on for 2 hours now.
We have. I think we should round it off.
Yeah. So, by all means, please, anybody, subscribe to UTC IAD. Got loads of Euro stuff. Do go and check out Matt's Euro quiz that we did the other day as well. Really good.
That was tough questions.
Tough questions.
Yeah.
It was tough questions. There's no surprise that I didn't win.
No surprise that I wasn't on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no, do subscribe to UTICAD. Is that right?
UTC IAD.
Nearly right.
Yeah.
So do that, and also go and subscribe to LTID TV. You see, that's catchy. It's a lot catchier.
Well, it kind of is.
Bullshit.
What show have you got coming up?
Well, I've got a very famous guest coming up.
Who knew? Who knew?
Yeah, he's going to be discussing Leicester City. So
Please. Beater.
Don't. But I tell you what, it's going to be a really, really good show. Somebody who's really good, really, really good artist. Solo now. And then before that was in one of the biggest bands. So it'll be great. It'll be great. Well, I think
watch it with a couple of pints of Stella. And if you are watching via or you are interested in, we do a show every time. We do two of these shows. A, if there's a major tournament coming up, like Euros World Cup.
Yeah.
And B, always at the start of a Premier League season or a Championship season. With Doug from a great channel as well, the Dugout Football Channel, big Liverpool fan. We do the Shit Shirt Show. We can't call it that because if we do it called the Shit Shirt Show, then we get no advertising money at all because YouTube don't like it. So we call it the Rather Badly Tasted Shirt Show. Tomorrow night,
rolls off your tongue.
It does. But we get money off it. But no, 7 o'clock tomorrow on LTID TV, Dugout Football Show, whichever of those two you watch, you will be able to see the Rather Badly Tasted Football Shirt Show for the Euros. I haven't seen anything apart from England's, so this is going to be my reaction will be live to the shirts as I see them. 7 o'clock tomorrow, my channel. And when's your interview? Do you know when it is yet?
Well, it's going to be in a couple of weeks. So you have to keep your eyes peeled. But if you subscribe, you will find it first.
Well, while you're waiting for these 2 weeks for him to do his next live show, you can tune in to LDIT TV as well as that one tomorrow at 7, Thursday at 8:30, when I will be talking to Adi Diamond, who is the DJ, does the breakfast show on BBC Radio Leicester every weekday morning, which you shouldn't be listening to because you should be listening to me on surreyhillsradio.co.uk 7 till 10 Monday to Friday.
There we are.
And that lady that's just walked past, I've rather lodged with them.
And on that note, I think we should end. On that note, I think we should end.
But yeah, what was it you used to say? Not the nice lot new. Put your head between them and go boom, 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 boom.
Motivating.
Hey, this is better than rushing and fucking fishing.
I tell you what, this show's been quality again, mate, hasn't it?
Always. Anyway, it's good night from me.
It's good night from me. No, from him. No, it's good night from me.
It's good night from him.
Thank you for joining us. Yeah, I will see you next week for some more fun and games.
If I can get him out of jail again.
Yeah. What, is that Alex Belfield?
Well, apparently, yes.
Oh, shit.
You're in with him.
I'm not going in with him.
Apparently.
No.
Hang on.
I should be like you, Melvin.